Hi everyone, this is Rincy Joseph from L&T 21 Welfare Trust. I keep receiving several queries from parents of children with special needs to know about the educational opportunities for children with special needs in India. So I thought this presentation would be helpful for many others too. As most of you will be aware of the RPWD Act 2016, and in this act it states that 5% of the seats in all educational institutes should be reserved for people with special needs. There are two types of education available for special needs in India. The first one is a special school run by NGOs, and the other one is the inclusive education provided by the Government of India. Talking about special education, we all know that this system leads to social segregation and isolation. Hence, inclusive education is promoted, which enhances more acceptance, respect, and value among people. Several studies clearly proves that inclusive education is the best, and parents of young children are encouraged to promote inclusive education. Segregated style of special education can be still continued with moderate and severe level of disabilities for whom there is less hope for progress in academic level. Inclusive education in the country is now promoted through Samagra Shiksha from the year 2018, which aims to cover all children with special needs from class 1 to 12. There are several concerns of parents to which examination board will be the best for children with special needs. So here are the four different examination boards which provide the higher secondary certificate in India. The first one is CBSE, the next is CISCE, the other one is NIOS, and the fourth is the state government boards. Now, CBSE, CISCE, and state government boards are the regular schooling system, whereas National Institute of Open Schooling Board NIOS is the home schooling. Here are some of the general principles related to disability exemptions, irrespective of all the boards. So the general instruction include there should be a medical certificate which states the kind of disability of the child, and this medical certificate should be issued by a government hospital, either central or state. Now, here there are few general principles applicable for all the examination boards in general. That is, the students of disabilities can opt for one language and they can choose their subjects. The next common principle is they can use a scribe. A scribe means another student can write the exam for the actual student having a disability. But mind that the scribe should not have obtained their qualification in the same subject earlier. The next provision is they can avail for extra time, which is 20 minutes extra is granted for every hour. And the next common provision is people can opt for computer and calculator provision, but this is sanctioned on individual basis. Now, among the four board exams available in the country, the most flexible exam system is held by the National Institute of Open Schooling. A student who is going to any regular school can join this open school with a proof of attaining 14 years and a self-attested certificate. In the NIOS system, again we have to go for 5 subjects, but there are total of 28 subjects in class 10 and in 12, from which we can just choose 5 subjects with at least one language or two, which is compulsory to get a certificate. The other major change or highlight is there are 9 chances a student can opt in 5 years, and the exams are conducted twice in a year. Here are some important points which I would like to stress on parents. First and foremost, I would like to inform you that Some of the schools around the country provide modified question paper until class 9 for children with special needs, but there will be no modified question paper provided for any of the board exams conducted in India, including NIOS. So, your child will have to attend the same question paper provided for the regular student. Points to be noted by parents here are: all system follows no failure until class 9, and provision of scribe system encourages successful completion in board exams. Hence, self-sufficiency in children with special needs will only be achieved through consistent efforts from teachers and, more importantly, from parents right from early childhood. Minimum proficiency in functional academics is a must for open job opportunities and inclusive living. Examination concessions are granted by the regional office, and to avail the examination concession, the students must submit a request in written along with a medical certificate while they are still in class 9 for the 10th board exam and in class 11 for the 12th board exams. Any concerns and queries on this regard can be discussed with the regional officer. We all look forward for a flexible education system where the children are given more provisions for examination rather than just scribe and extra time. Inclusion is not an experiment to be tested but a value to be followed. All the children, whether they are disabled or not, have the right to proper education as they are the future citizens of the country. Few tips for successful development of children with special needs. The first one is accept your child's condition at the earliest. Follow the 3E technique, which is the early detection, early intervention, and early inclusion. Consistent and vigorous early intervention measures, which includes exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months, which enhances brain development. Follow evidence-based medical advices. Follow international protocols of screening, diagnosis, and management. Work around the holistic development model, which is physical, emotional, cognitive, and environmental, right from early childhood. Be a proactive parent, and lastly, never give up trying for new opportunities. Though inclusive education is promoted in India, the prime focus of HRD is rehabilitation and not on education. The fact still today is that it does not have education as part of its agenda, and the issues of education of children with disabilities is still not taken care. The only point of satisfaction is that importance of inclusive education has been recognized and government is working hard to provide universal education. Hence, parents have to take the key role to educate their child from early childhood and give a good academic foundation which can build on in their later life. Some of the references with my personal expertise, and finally, patience, perseverance, and passion towards change will open new doors. For more queries on this subject, you can contact me with the below email ID.